Facebook accuses Apple of anti-competitive behavior over privacy. By the way, this is very interesting when you get into it. Facebook, talks about Wednesday after shot.
Irony here.
Firing another shot in a month-long standoff between the two tech giants over Apple's planned privacy changes on iOS 14. Apple is behaving anti-competitively by using their control of the App Store to benefit their bottom line at the expense of creators and small businesses. Full stop. Facebook Vice President for Ads and Business Product, Dan Levy, told reporters the world's biggest social media company ran full-page ads in major newspapers criticizing Apple's plan, which will limit apps' ability to gather data from other phones that will be used for targeting advertising. Apple said in June that such activity will require a pop-up notification asking iOS users for permission to track you across apps and websites owned by other companies, which digital advertising firms expect most will decline. Facebook and Apple have also tangled over commission fees the iPhone maker charges apps listed on iOS devices, with Facebook again aligning itself with small developers most affected by this policy. Thoughts?
Well, we all saw what happened with Apple and Epic Games and Fortnite and everything with that, and that was something that we covered on the podcast many a times. But a theme of this podcast that we've had this entire time is competition and holding other states or countries accountable. To see Apple and Facebook go at it, I freaking love it. Two legitimate monopolies right now.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so we said that Apple is on the verge of what, 46% of smartphones. Facebook is currently dealing with antitrust lawsuits.
Biden's trying to get him to break apart with WhatsApp and Instagram.
Amazon versus Walmart. Who's winning that one? For me, I'm not trying to get too in the tech that they're taking out full-page ads. Like, to see Apple and Facebook go at it, I can appreciate that. The question is, who's more powerful? Who's an actually more powerful company, Apple or Facebook?
My mom hat is on right now, and I think privacy is a big issue.
So you're going with you're defending Apple.
I think you should be as private as you want to be.
Yeah.
And I think you should know if somebody's infringing upon your privacy. I don't think that should be something that you have to find out by watching The Social Dilemma. You're like, whoa, no. I think privacy is a bigger issue than what we appreciate. And I think people like the kid in Vermont who's been holed up for 7 months. Yep. Somebody's following him. Somebody's tracking everything.
Sweet guy, man.
And they're preying upon his weaknesses.
Yep.
They are. They're infringing upon his privacy.
I see what you're saying. So they're bringing up the videos that he will, take him to the rabbit hole of
exactly.
other videos. Yeah.
They're preying. So I think privacy, I don't think that's something that America has explored deeply enough.
So I'm curious, if you're watching this right now, who are you defending? Are you with Danielle on Apple? If you are, smash the thumbs up button. If you're saying no, I think Facebook should be allowed to target whoever they want to target with their ads, because if they don't, they're going to be hitting some revenue issues. Put thumbs down. But thumbs up for Apple, thumbs down to defend Facebook. I'm curious to know what you guys will say about it. Adam, what are your thoughts on this topic?
I just love to see these two companies going at it. I don't know if there's any clear-cut answer here.
That's your...
Oh, come on. These are moral issues you're talking about
why do you put
here.
so much time into creating opinions about these issues? Adam, like, seriously.
This is something where I just think I love that these two companies are holding each other accountable. I like it.
We're going to have to get you some children.
I would like some, Danielle.
Okay.
I think you're going to make an awesome
I'm still
dad,
thinking
bro.
about Tom Cruise, bro.
I think you're going to make an awesome
Well,
dad.
he's not going to help you make children.
Yeah.
No,
that's
definitely not. He is in your top 10, though. No question he's in your top 10. That was impressive when he said
Who's number one, though? Who's number one?
DiCaprio's probably got to be a top 3 guy.
Leo.
He's probably a top 3 guy. Freaking guy. He's kissed only one girl in his life. But, okay, so let's go back to this Facebook.
Clooney.
Oh, okay.
Period.
Cool.
There you
End.
go. You're a Clooney gal.
Cool. Yeah. George Clooney. I think there's something about Robert Downey Jr. with the, it's very, very cool and different. Denzel's a freaking badass guy. That's just like a man's man. Yeah.
I don't know about you. I'm a Samuel L. Jackson kind of guy.
So how do we go? I talk Facebook, Apple. You're going to sexy men. Like, what is up with Adam today? You're all over the place. Like, you've been salivating. You've texted. I got 6 emails this morning waking up saying Adam wants you to cover Tom Cruise.
It's the holiday season
for you. So we covered it for you. Let's get that out of your system.
Well, he already said he's celebrating Christmas, Kwanzaa, and Hanukkah. So he's like the happiest guy in the room.
Yeah.
maybe we should take a look at his search history and we'd understand.
If we did do a
Facebook
search,
would know.
well, no, it would be what's the other one?
That's
it
true.
would be
just ask Facebook.
What is the other one that we were talking about last time? The search history. What's that one company where you get $5 for people,
Yes.
whatever? What is it?
This is OnlyFans.
OnlyFans, your
Yes.
website. That's where you go a lot. Okay.
The girl
so
I was
let's-
talking to in Miami, it turns out she was an OnlyFans account, and now I'm just
Maybe she was hoping
questioning-
for you to be her OnlyFan. Maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
That's a play
I
on
don't know.
words, baby.
Let's go back
Now
to
she
Facebook.
could help
Are you
with the,
familiar with
she
this
could help with the
business?
baby
Not gonna happen
department, by
today.
the way. She's got the right equipment.
Yes, I agree.
Just FYI.
Are you familiar with this OnlyFans situation?
No.
You don't even know about it.
No.
AOC has
but
come
please
out and
tell me
said-
because one of my children might be. Anyways,
No,
continue.
brother,
Dude, you got kids are gonna see now.
Danielle's a PG, PG.
No.
kind of lady. This is a rated R
But
thing,
if you
Danielle.
don't say, they're definitely gonna go to it. So just give
AOC
it.
has come out and said now
Cannot
officially
believe we're doing this
that
now.
sex work is work.
Yeah, she tweeted that
Yeah,
yesterday.
she
She
said
said
that,
sex
AOC.
work is work. You
Sex
have to
work is
respect.
work.
Pardon me?
So basically,
Yeah,
we
she
covered this.
tweeted yesterday saying
Yes.
sex work is you're working. It's
Does
actual
she
work.
know how sex workers in many ways are recruited?
You know how bad she got trashed on Twitter
Illegally?
yesterday when she said that? She got crushed on Twitter yesterday, but she got a retweet from Adam, which
Yeah.
was
Well, we've been talking.
Oh, for the
me and
love
AOC.
of God.
Yeah.
Okay, can-
You're about to get. I'm about to hit the eject button, Mr. Tom Cruise. You're about to go
You don't know
flying.
what direction I'm going over here.
I see
Don't
2.5
be
feet,
liking
3 feet
AOC's
here.
tweets.
I'm not liking her tweets. I'm just and actually, she you've seen the shirts that
Tax the rich.
that she has. Tax the rich. You heard the shirt that I made?
Something I know rhymes with rich.
Yes, tax the
So that's what he's-
young lady.
So Facebook Apple.
Yeah.
Let's wrap this up with Facebook Apple before we go to the next topic.
Yeah, what's going on?
This is actually a big deal.
Yeah,
Let me
I'd love to
explain
hear
to you
your
why.
point
Let me
on
explain
this,
to you why.
yes.
So small business. So two arguments on both sides. Arguments on both sides. Okay. Who has the bigger monopoly? If you ask it.
That
Would
was
you
the
say
question I
Facebook?
asked.
Yeah, that
Yes.
was the good conversation.
Yes.
Who has the bigger monopoly? Facebook or Apple? Who has more
Facebook.
power? You say Facebook. What do you say?
I don't know. I mean, with the whole 46% of smartphones,
I'm here. Okay.
Okay.
So the monopoly is
But they're not talking about breaking up Apple.
Hear me
They are
out.
talking about breaking
Can-
up Facebook.
can I make
yes,
my
go
point?
ahead, Mr. BetDavid.
to go to Facebook, you
Yes.
have to pick up the Apple iPhone.
Aha.
That to go to Facebook, you got to pick up the Apple iPad. To go to Facebook, you got to pick up your Apple Mac Pro, whatever you want to call it. You have to go. All roads lead to Apple.
Right.
Okay, so the
Well, 46%.
buddy,
road.
that's a lot of roads.
What's
but you're
the other
talking,
54 though?
dude. You're forgetting apps, music, beats. You're forgetting iWatch. You're forgetting Apple Watch. You're forgetting so many different things that
Yeah.
these guys are just dominating the market with. Okay.
Plus, if you send someone a text and it comes
Yeah.
up green, they make fun of you. We forced Eric.
Yeah. Have you
So
switched it or not
he-
yet? Did you
he
really
was an
switch?
Android
Oh
guy.
my
We
gosh,
forced
that
him.
scares me. I interviewed the guy with 30 million subscribers who's the #1 tech guy on YouTube that talks about all these different things, phones. That's coming out. I can't
yeah.
wait for the viewers to see it. It was a great conversation. He's a genius. But going back to this, okay, Apple is pushing their weight around, man. It's a scary thought. It's a scary, scary thought. And Facebook has to be very careful because Facebook needs Apple. And if Apple wants to make Facebook's life a living hell, they could easily do it. So Facebook has to be very, very careful because all roads don't lead to Facebook. All roads lead to Apple. That leads to Facebook. I have to go to Apple Town to find Facebook. I don't go to Facebook Town to find Apple. So that part, Facebook has to keep in mind. The other part, where Facebook is right, what Facebook is saying is right. Let me give Facebook side. Okay. A small business owner doesn't have a lot of money to advertise. Small business owner is not advertising $1 million a month. A small business owner is advertising $1,000 a week, $2,000 a week, $5,000 a week. For them to not be able to target the audience to their city, location, streets, demographic, all that, dude, so now I have to spend 4 times the amount of money to find the niche market that I want to find because now I can't get targeted ads, so the advertiser stops. If the small business owner stops advertising to the targeted market that they have, that small business owner now takes a hit. So I understand why Facebook is siding with the small business owner, but they also have to realize the King Kong in this situation is Apple. You have to watch how you talk to Apple. It's that simple. It's called free enterprise and competition, bro. You're gonna push them around. You have to be very, very respectful when you're dealing with Apple. It's that simple.
And Facebook may sound like they're a caring company, but this also has to do
true.
with their
You're
shareholders.
Right. Absolutely. So,
Sorry.
But what I'm saying is, I like the angle they took, where they're focused on the
Of
small
course.
creators,
No,
small business owners.
I mean, my gosh, right now in America,
Sure.
exactly. I mean, that's good PR.
Well,
I get it, but no, you're right. In terms of who wears the pants, you're absolutely right.
If they were scared, like you're saying, they need to be careful. Why are they taking out full page ads in newspapers criticizing them? Isn't that the exact opposite? Isn't that putting their shit out there and saying, nah, buddy, we're going to come at you and we're going to put you in all the major publications and we don't care what you have to say because we're going to put it out there? What's their thought process there if they were...
So by the way, just so you know, most of the audience voted for Apple over Facebook, is what the audience said here. So yeah, did you have to turn your mic on because I can't hear you?
No, my only question there was because Apple obviously has been taking a their big marketing effort in privacy.
Yeah.
Where they're marketing that we're big on privacy, so then limiting the consumer and essentially protecting the person from somebody overstepping their bounds. My question for you would then be, regardless of is Facebook or Apple the bigger monopoly, who is overstepping their bounds more, Facebook or Apple? Because you know the whole when people say they have their phone there, they talk about cat food, and then suddenly they're seeing cat food commercials. Like even though Facebook's not even remotely open or active on the app, it might be lingering on the back end.
That part is a different story. The whole thing with Instagram got caught watching you with their camera, and then they said, "Oh, we're so sorry." I have a problem with that. That's a different story.
But that is what, at least kind of how I
that's a
understood the
slippery
article.
slope.
That's what they're trying to limit, of basically saying that you have to enable.
I think there's other. I think there's a happy medium. Targeting. If I'm targeting you based
obviously.
on what? Some of the targeting, I think the small business owner only helps them out. But the targeting of camera, listen, that's criminal offense. That's the stuff that should go to court. You're recording what I'm doing. What are you talking about here?
Exactly.
No, that's a crime. That's a different
not
story.
civil.
Say
What are you
in
talking
this
about?
situation,
By the way, you know what happens if you work at a retail store. And the PEEP
caught.
stuff, they would put cameras, some employees got caught. You know what happens? That's a federal offense. You're going to jail when you're putting the camera in the changing room.
Oh, yeah.
So that's pretty much what they're doing. They're putting the camera in the changing room, except it's my bedroom. So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.